Hello beloved ones, I wish you a good day. Please like, subscribe and share the video. Our message for today is the great spiritual awakening of the earth. So relax your soul and open your mind. There comes a time within the life of a people when what has gone before have to give way to the new, and what has been idea of as a way of life and the standard for defining the normalcy of days should adapt itself to a new current of life and light that now enters the picture. Such is the time for the USA these days, and indeed for the world. For the old methods of doing things are about to give way before a new consciousness that shall envelop both the nation and the world. This new focus will shine a light more brightly than ever before on the internal mechanism by which humans think. All that is hidden from the eyes of others will become known to the self, and the motives that are less than desirable will also become visible to the illuminated attention. Inside the present second, the movement towards extra visibility of self remains quietly moving along diffuse channels, growing little disturbance of the internal landscape. It is still not being perceived as the wave of change that is far, and only some who are extra do with all the levels of idea and feeling that suddenly become part of normal consciousness. This greater awareness is supposed to be an exceptional gift, though it brings with it the problem of having to ultimately deal with the things that one might rather have concealed from the self or placed away till such time because it regarded extra comfortable to take them out. Nevertheless, awakening consciousness to the proper nature of the self is of a great and a priceless advantage, for it enables each soul to finally become free of all that holds it back from understanding its actual ability. For this self-constriction is not based on situations that flow through life and come and move. However, rather on this internal nature of deeply held thought and belief which define the expectations and the fruits of existence. Those are the building blocks out of which the flow of existence is created. For this reason, to root itself in the place in which healing and transformation can occur, it is essential that God enter the picture, for the phenomenon of illuminated attention is not resulting from the self, not through any reasons that reside within, not by any outside circumstances. Rather, the phenomenon of awakening is a result of divine timing and ordination which has sooner or later moved to sound the decision for humanity's movement forward, and to shine the light of truth into the domain of ordinary awareness. This is the time of the wonderful purification for mankind, and for the letting go of that which needs to be permitted move off in order that every soul become free. All varieties of life are moving into this next step of awakened awareness, and all kinds of nature can be affected as well by the expanded light of awareness. But it is the human being who might be most actually affected because it is human awareness. This is differentiated in the most subtle and complicated ways, and that responds most to the emotional domain of existence. However, all of nature shall reply to this call to awaken, and both plant and animal life shall feel and appear more alive, more vibrant, and more aware. There are some who will preserve to feel hardened to their own internal process of learning, and who will deny it in others. And there are some who will experience abused or humiliated or attacked by their very personal self and the inner life that is opening. What is critical to keep in mind at this time is that what begins in confusion will end in hope. What begins with distress at things that have never been skilled before will end in the simplicity of being and an extended area within the self that will deliver greater peace and the greater ability to share oneself with others in a real way. It always also brings, in the long run, a greater awareness of God's love and of God's items to humanity. For folks that worry this time, it's far important to recognize that each one who are here on earth have come with the intention to be a part of this incredible transition, and there is no person who will not be helped with the process by divine aid, in addition to be the light in their own soul. The song of that soul shall start to sound more loudly within the ears and hearts of each one, and each one shall start to find the inner guidance that will lead them through the newness and uncertainty of this time. There is the miracle of the time wherein and for which all souls have waited, specifically that the life of God that has existed in all beings without exception shall finally emerge as extra seen and everyday truth, because it exists in trees, leaves, clouds, air, brooks, grace, mist. Earth shall eventually take on the visibility of light that has always been a part of the shape of life forms, but in no way part of their radiance. Now life shall radiate light. Blessed are those who've come to share in the excellent awakening of the earth and of a human recognition that is a part of the existent moment. May all be blessed, and may all understand the actual nature of God's sacred truth as it arises to bless the earth.